Alright, so I'm going to make a video about this because there's very little information about this. It's a 2001 F150. There's a 2000 F150 over there. So I have rough country keys on this truck, rough country torsion keys, because I put the 2.5-inch leveling lift, and I've been struggling with some issues with alignment for years. And I don't really drive this truck much anymore, but I want to return it to stock. So I found that donor truck. We're doing that. So here is the rough country key. If you notice, they have a little bit more curve right there. That's what allows them to adjust more. So that's the difference with them keys. But anyways, that's not part of the video. So these are your blocks that sit in here. I have one done. I'm going to do the other side with you guys. But just to kind of give you an idea of what we're working with here, because I'm going to be kind of intermittent on recording. So this is your bar that goes across that your torsion key or your torsion bars come into, right? So this little tool right here, you can get it from O'Reilly's, makes this so much easier. When I say that is, I tried to use a C-clamp earlier, and I bent the shit out of a good C-clamp. I don't know, this fucking mint. So it cradles the top, and there's a little nipple. I'll show you whenever we get over there. But anyways, what I'm doing right now is I'm in the process of putting the stock keys back in. But to take your other keys out, or if you're just taking the keys out so you can pull the transmission, whatever it may be, you put this thing on here, and there's two little nipples. I don't know if you can see it, or two little dimples. I'll just show you on this key out here. It's not a stock key, but they both have the same thing. So this is where your adjustment bolt goes in. Basically it'll sit in there like so, like this, right? It's the bottom of the truck. Oh shit, sorry. Focus. So this is the bottom of the truck, theoretically, right? It sits in there like this. This is where your adjustment bolts goes. This little clamp deal that we're putting in is going to fit in that second hole. So what this does is, even when you have the truck jacked up and you're having it on mounted on the frame rails, there's still pressure on this. So when you run that clamp up, it'll push that up just enough where you can, after you have this bolt all the way out, like I have this one stuck in here for some stupid ass reason. So when you have the bolt out, right, without that tool, there's still pressure on this thing. So when you push that up, that allows you to push that up and then pull it out. There's little grooves in it, so it'll stay in place. But I hope that kind of describes a little bit of what we're talking about here, so I'm not a complete nuisance. But before we get too much more into depth into that, highly recommend. When I say highly recommend, unless if you want to be all up in the front end trying to hit this torsion bar, which you're still going to have to a little bit. This shit's so stupid. I wish the engineer that made this stubs his pinky toe tonight in the door frame. Anyways, so there's 3 bolts on each side. One is the exact same size that your adjustment is. That's your middle one. These 2 outer ones, it's a 3/4 nut on the back side of the frame rail. And like typical Ford engineering, it's not a 3/4 nut out here. It's like, I think it's like an 18 millimeter. Yeah, it makes absolutely no sense, I know, but matches the rest of the truck. Anyways, so you break them loose. I did that on both sides. That first truck over there, I learned the hard way. So that's why I'm making this video now. I'm wise. Not really. So after you break these guys loose, well, run your adjustment bolt all the way down. Break these guys loose. Take these out, and then that'll allow you to push this back and forth. Push is in beat it. And if your truck is anything like that 2000 F-150 over there, where the keys have been living there since 2000, spray some PB Bolt Blaster the day or two before, because it's going to be a bitch. I'm just going to warn you. And I'd spray some up there too, where that goes in your lower control arm, because I took an air hammer to hit in here on some of them. You can do that, or you can take a punch. Like after you get them broke loose, a punch works pretty good. But that'll allow you to push it forward And then you do the same thing. If you're pushing it back and it's not coming out of your key, it'll come out of your control arm up there. So it's kind of a clusterfuck, really. But one thing I did find that kind of helped me out is before I took these apart, I'd break them loose and have like one bolt in them still. I took a wedge, and after I sprayed that shit in there, I'd put that wedge in here on either side and kind of hit that wedge in, and then I'd come over here and I'd tap this a little bit and kind of just move all around and bounce around like that a little bit. And then once I got that key where I could see that key was loose, then I'd take that out and then I'd pull this back. You're kind of pulling, so you're pulling this bracket back, and then you're also pushing that bar forward just enough so that way this key will fall out. And when it does, be ready, because that thing hurts when it falls on you. But anyways, I hope this helps, because there was absolutely no videos that helped me. So hopefully my pain will be your guys' gain. But anyways, I'm going to set this phone down, and I'm going to finish putting this block in here and get this side pretty much buttoned up. Then I'm going to record me actually putting that together or kind of hitting that together on that side, how I do it on that side. So hopefully that helps you guys a little bit. Anyways, but so as I'm cranking this down, this is pushing this up right here. So you take your block, right? And I know it's hard to see, but you're putting that back in your slotted groove, right? Once you get that fitted in there in your slotted groove, then you can go ahead and let this baby back down. And as you can see, I'm going to try to record this where... Oh, shit, I'm having troubles here. There we go. All right. Which impact works great for this, by the way. It's just you guys wouldn't be able to hear me talk if I was using that, so trying to be considerate for you headphone users. So now I got that all the way down. All right, so now that stock key is back in there, and it's just resting on that block we just put in there. So let's see if no, I gotta go 6 miles out still. Hell yeah. That's what's up. All right, so see how that thing's got a little nipple on it? So this right here fits into that groove on that key, and this fits into this little thing, the part the tool comes with. And that keeps it from spinning, and that keeps it from bending like that Harbor Freight special C-clamp. So now we take our adjustment bolt, right? I'll go ahead and just start it in here, which I think it's crazy that I had to do all that because it's not even down all the way. So that's sick. But I'm going to go ahead and get it at least pushed in so it's started. Maybe. Fuck if I know. Anyways, so that's essentially how you're going to do it, though. And then whenever I get that other side in, we bolt this back up. Then we'll go over how I'm going to align that front end. So stay tuned. Alrighty, gentlemen, I'm back over here on the other side. So hold on, I gotta get all my shit over here real quick. So as you can see, it's still not quite lined up, but it's close. Now on this side, it keeps trying to pull out or push in on this. So I'm going to try to put my wedge back here to see if I can push this key up here without pushing the whole thing forward. So I'm going to try to do that with y'all recorded. See if hopefully y'all are seeing that. I can't really see because I'm setting you on the floor. I'm really risking it for the biscuit right now, if I'm honest with you. So so much falls out, it's gonna fall right on that $1,600 piece of shit phone. All right, so yeah, that's sick. It's sliding everything forward. So oh hell yeah. So new plan's gonna have to come, because it's right now I'm struggling with it pushing through the control arm, so I might end up putting some pressure on it, like maybe. Oh, well, that'll work. I'm just hitting it on like that. Hell yeah, that's what's up. Fucking mint. All right, so now we're gonna take our little tool. Once again, I hope y'all can see. If not, I'll just edit this shit out. So you guys might hear me talk a lot, but you take this little guy, you're gonna set it on top of the rail, set your little tool, which this side's kind of more of a struggle fuck because you have a exhaust that's hanging out there. So that's kind of gay. Or dumb, I mean. Actually, you know what? I don't really care. Oh, man. I just put this in here to get this out. It's okay. Oh, I remember why. Because I put it on the back side like this. Yeah, there we go. All right. So on the passenger side where your exhaust set, you have to put the clamp the opposite direction. So. All right. So now we're gonna tighten this guy up, which once again, impact works great. I'm freezing my ass off for y'all to be able to see this. Oh shit. Yep, there that phone just took a hit. Hell yeah. Alright. See, is that enough to get that block in? Absolutely not. There we go. Alright. Need a little bit more. Alright, so that's in. Like I said, man, this shit's really pretty gay. This truck didn't have sentimental value. I probably wouldn't have another 10th gen because of this. Just because it's such an inconvenience. That being said, you don't really do this a lot. So, I mean, there is that. Man, I can't even feel my fingers. Alright, where is that socket? Alright, stand by. Oh, wait, it's right there. So, 18 millimeter for your adjustment screw, for your adjustment bolt. 18 millimeter is also the size for your center bolt here. And then these guys, I'll have to get back to you on what size the socket that is because I can't remember. But I know the inside bolt is a 3/4 and the outside is a completely different size. I thought that was so fucking stupid. And see, like right now, all I'm doing before I tighten that cross member is I'm just getting pressure on those keys so that way those blocks stay in place. Alright, so there's pressure on those keys now. I think. I hope. We're learning together. Now I'm going to insert some shit off of. We're learning so many things today. So, Yeah, so this is your center bolt, which this shit is way off center, so that's really sick. Oh, yeah, baby. We might actually know what the fuck we're doing after all. I cannot feel my fingers. I'm trying to get at least one of these trucks done so I can back one out, shut the shop door, and turn the heater on. I have both my shop doors open. Got a nice little breeze coming through here. Colder than which is titting a brass bra in this son of a bitch. Alright, I'm just going to get it snug. I'm going to get it snug until I get both sides in, and I'm going to double check those keys. And just make sure all the fitment's good, you know. You know how it is. Alright, so let's get this guy. Oh, I know what size it is. This bolt's a 15 millimeter. 15 millimeter and a 3/4 on the other side. Oh, shit. Sorry, you gotta see my big ass Charlie Kirk size head. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. Oh, fuck you. I'm having trouble. Don't be like me. That's all I gotta tell you. Part of this is I can't feel my fingers because my hands are kind of chilly. And I'm just trying to get this done. Whew. There we go. Now we're cooking with Crisco. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at 90s babies. You'll get that. Kool-Aid man, motherfuckers. Now, the 15 millimeter socket, is that the right size? Not the 5/8. Wrong size. Oh, it's on the complete opposite side of the truck, so that's cool. There we go. All right, I'm using an impact now. Sorry, gentlemen. Headphone alert. You're about to hear some American ugga-duggas. As soon as I Mickey Mouse this 3/4 inch wrench in here to hold this, which I'm sure it'll pop off and fuck my finger down. Not gonna tighten that just yet. Like I said, just getting her snug. There's the other side. The other bolt. Solely because of that fucking reason right there. I think I got that a little too stiff with the ugga-duggas. There we go. Hammer. See if we can massage this thing. Hopefully. See it. We can just press that thing in. Yeah, we can. So, once again, which I'll make a video clip for the beginning of this so you don't have to sit here and watch this. If you sit here and watch this, then you are really not mechanically inclined, or you're just really entertained by watching me struggle, which either one is cool. YouTube always helps somebody out. It helps me out a lot. I'm out here in my shop by myself with my dog just sitting up there. What's up, crazy Maggie? She's like, look at this fucking retard. Oh, wrong direction. Alright. So that side's done. Once again, I just have it kind of mocked up right now. I'm going to finish that other side. And then, so how we're going to do these torsion key adjustment. I'm going to run these halfway down, where the threads are halfway down on each side. And then I'm going to take a tape measure, and this will be once I get that truck out of here. so I can have it on level ground. There's many different ways you can do it. You can take your measurement from the floor to the fender. I find that very inaccurate because you never know. You're not going to get the exact same spot. And if your body mounts are wore out or maybe sagging. Yes, what's up? Are you stunned? Yeah. Love you too, Maisie. You're a good girl. Good girl, Maisie. Good girl. I'm trying to make a video, goofball. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure from the frame rail, the bottom of the frame rail, about right here on the same spot on each side. And I'm going to measure from there down. And I'm going to do the same thing on the back of the truck from the frame rail, especially on the back of the truck. The back of the truck, ever since we got this truck, it had they got rear-ended and the fiberglass bed hit, tweaked the bed a little bit. So anyways, there's that. But basically you're going to want to, I'm going to put a stock rake back into it. But if you wanted to sit level, that's how you'd measure what would sit level. But the big thing is you want it to sit the same on each side. If anything, you want it to sit a little, I think a little bit, like your keys, to make it sit completely level, your keys on the driver's side, or your set bolt, will be set a little bit higher because there's more weight on this side, solely because of the fuel tank, and that's where you're going to be sitting at. So you might want to set this side up just a cut here. But other than that, which I'll make a clip of that video too. That wasn't very explanatory, but yeah, I hope that helps you guys out a little bit. These, like I said, these kind of are a motherfucker. This one was really a motherfucker to get out because it had never been removed. Luckily, mine had been removed within the last few years and had that the rough country keys put in it, which that's these bad boys. See, that's the big difference right there. So, because side by side, I was expecting these to be a lot bigger, but it's just the angle. So I was reading about it. The angle of this allows it to articulate more. And so when I talk to rough country, in case you're also wondering about this, which I'm sure this accounts for any leveling keys on any truck, these guys turned all the way down is still like an inch higher than the stock max setting. So if you have like 1 to 3 inch lift on your stock setting, on your stock keys, these guys turned all the way down will be at like 4. So I thought that was kind of cool. A little piece of information I really wish I'd known at the beginning of this, but at any rate, here we are. So hope it helps. And sorry, I've had 7 TBIs from my military service, so I'm kind of fucking scatterbrained, and I kind of tend to repeat myself a lot. So I hope the video actually helps you and doesn't annoy the shit out of you like it does me whenever I watch people do the same shit. So, at any rate, comment if you have any questions. I'll try to answer them best I can. All right, so real quick, one thing that I will tell you, I haven't put the keys back in this truck yet. So I took these blocks out. Really key piece of information that I should share that I just did. I don't know if it'll work. We'll find out here in a little bit. My phone's dead, so sorry my video got cut short earlier. So when trying to set your torsion height, whenever you're putting your keys back in, stock keys or whatever, I measured the length of this, and I can't remember what it measured out to be, but I divided it in half. And I measured the width of this and divided it in half, and then added the two together. So that way I could set, because on the stock keys, you start from the exact half thread of this. So when I say half thread, it's on stock height, it is right in the middle is where they have it set at. So in order to get stock, that's what I'm trying to get to, right? And so instead of having to adjust all this shit whenever the truck's on the ground and measure 25,000 times, my idea of this is I measured, which I don't know if you can see it, there's a little groove on the side of that thing. You can kind of see it a little bit. You can really see it in person, like right there. I can see it plain as day. anyways, so on the other side, I measured that out, and I took a tape measure and got it up there, and it was, I think for the stock keys on this old truck, it was 1 inch and 11/16. That's what I came out with. So that's just a little something I'm doing. If it works, it works. If not, it not. But I probably won't record anymore until I'm actually leveling this truck here in a little bit. So my phone's charging now, but just wanted to share that.